Come back. Example 3.1. Plot each of these points. Okay. Negative 5, 4. So that says x equals negative 5, y equals 4. So start with a horizontal line and start with a vertical line. So this is a vertical line. Notice how when it moves, it's the x, it crosses the x-axis. Okay. Here it joins the y-axis and you can't tell which is what. But otherwise it intersects the x-axis. So this is the one that's going to help us keep track of x coordinates. So the first one has to be negative 5, 4. That's the point we are looking for. Well, so x coordinate is negative 5. So somewhere there is negative 5. So let me include that. So that point is negative 5 here. So take your vertical line, place it at negative 5. Y coordinate is 4. So take a horizontal line, place it at y equals 4. So horizontal line. Now you can move it up and down, and you want to move it until 4. Okay, that's so where the vertical line meets the horizontal line, that's where your point negative 5, 4 is. That's your negative 5, 4 point. Negative 3, negative 4. X coordinate is negative 3. So take your vertical line, move it at negative 3. Y coordinate is negative 4. So take your horizontal line, move it to negative 4. You see where they meet? That is your point, negative 3, negative 4. All right. 2, negative 3. I want 2, negative 3. Okay, so I don't know where that is, so let me hold on to it. X coordinate is 2, so 2. So is the up down line which is going to meet 2. Okay. Y coordinate is negative 3, so I'll take this to negative 3 level. They meet here, that's my point, 2, negative 3. All right. Next, 0, negative 1. X coordinate is 0. Right? So my x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is negative 1. Aha, 0, negative 1. We knew that already. 3, 5 halves. Now 3, 5 halves. Now look at that point 5 halves. So you might want to think of 5 halves as 5 over 2. That is 2.5. Now that's easier to see. So you want 2.3 on the x-axis. So somewhere there is 3 on the x-axis. And y coordinate is 2.5. 2.5 is somewhere there. So the intersection of these two lines is your chosen point. All right. Continuing. Here, let's try this. Negative 2, 1. X coordinate is negative 2. So somewhere there, x on the x-axis. Maybe we should write x and y so we know horizontal axis is the x-axis, vertical axis is the y-axis. Okay. So, negative 2, the first coordinate is the x coordinate. So I place my vertical line at -2. Y coordinate is 1. I take my horizontal line, place it at 1. -2, +1. Height 1, left, right, -2 here. So that's your point, -2, 1. All right. -3, -1. X coordinate -3. Okay. And y coordinate -1. So on the y-axis, you want to be -1. So on the x-axis -3, on the y-axis -1. So you have these lines where they intersect is the point -3, -1. 4, -4. On the x coordinate is 4. So on the x-axis, you want to be 4. On the x-axis, you want to be 4 here. So, and what? Oh, yeah. On the y-axis, you want to be -4. On the y-axis, you want to be -4. There. So this line and this line meets here. So that's your point 4, -4. Next, -4, 4. On the x-axis, you are -4. On the x-axis, you are -4. On the y-axis, you are +4. So on the y-axis, you are +4. All right. These two lines meet here. And that's your point, -4, 4. Lastly, -4, 3/2. 3/2. What is 3/2? 3/2 is 3/2. 3/2 is 1.5. So it's easier to think of it like that. On the x-axis, you should be -4. So that's your x coordinate, -4. Y coordinate should be 1.5. So 1.5. On the y-axis, you want 1.5. Height 1.5. So that's your point. All right. So that completes problem 3.1. Let's plot a few more points. -4, 1. Okay. X-axis -4. Aha. Y-axis 1. So on the y-axis, you should be 1. So take your horizontal line, place it at 1. Okay. -4 on the x coordinate, 1 on the y coordinate. So that point is -4, 1. This point. Next, -2, 3. On the x-axis, you want to be -2. That's the x coordinate. So take your vertical line there at -2. -2, 3. On the y-axis, you want to be 3. On the y-axis, you want to be +3. So take the horizontal line, place it there. So the vertical line and horizontal line meet here, and that's your point, -2, 3. 2, negative 5. You've chosen on the x coordinate 2. So the up down line, there's the vertical line, must go to 2. Okay. Negative 5 on the y-axis. Aha. I have not plotted here negative 5. Negative 5 is somewhere here. Okay. So let's write down that point to be 0, negative 5. Okay. So on the y-axis, negative 5. On the x-axis, 2. On the y-axis, negative 5. So that's your point. Doesn't look like my lines are intersecting. Now they are. All right. So that's your point 2, negative 5. Okay. Lastly, negative 3, 5/2. On the x-axis, you want to be negative 3. So that's your x coordinate. And y coordinate is 5/2. So negative 3 fraction 5/2. You want to know where to place this point. My coordinate plane is getting cluttered. So let me see. What does 5 over 2 mean? 5 over 2 means 2.5. So let me write it as 2.5. So on the x coordinate, negative 3. Okay, I have a line at negative 3. That's okay. And on the y coordinate, it should be 2.5, positive 2.5. So I need a line there. There you go. So where they meet is your point negative 3, 2.5. All right. So now that I have plotted all these points, I can get rid of these extra lines. I have my x-axis, I have my y-axis, and I have all the points I wanted to plot, and I have named them. Okay, we'll continue in our next video.